guys, I'm here today to do my July wrap up. Let me see. This is weird. Oh, sorry. I just don't want to get out my thing. Hey guys, so sorry, I just woke up from a nap also. It's my July wrap up, so I'm doing my June giveaway, which was for Virgin with a Memory, which this is like the most people that's ever entered a giveaway, so I'm so happy. Did I even do a giveaway for my July wrap up now? I already filmed it. Sorry, I'm very tired. Anyways, I'm so excited to see who's gonna win. All right, this is someone that I don't know who they are. Gregory Duke. Oh wow, that's not great. Gregory Duke, you won. So hopefully you are over 18, and I do need you to give me your address. So you can send me a message on Twitter or Instagram or Goodreads. I have all of them linked below. So go ahead and send me like an instant message. Please do not put your address in the comments. Or an instant message. Send me a direct message. And then I'll get you your book. Yay, congratulations. Whoop, whoop. This will hopefully be kind of short because I just posted a 52-minute video where I talk about 5 of these books. Is that right? Yeah. So I'm not going to talk about them again because I already did it. I will just, maybe I will find out how to like do, you know, people put the thing. Maybe I'll find out how to do that and I will do that. But I will definitely at a minimum, like, you know, link below at what point I'm talking about the book. I might have like a couple more things to say, but probably not. I'm kind of like tired and overthinking about them. Not overthinking about them, but overthinking about them. So I had one DNF in the month of July, The Swan Gondola by Timothy Shaffert, who is also author of The Coffins of Little Hope, which also sounds like something I would hate. I purchased this in 2015 after I graduated from nursing school and then did a road trip with my mom back from Virginia to California. So this was along the way I purchased this. I don't remember at what bookstore. Oh, here we go. Did I do this already? I think so. Prairie Lights Books in Iowa City. And this was hand sold to me by a bookseller. I feel like part of my problem is that I don't know how to say no to people. And I think in 2015, I still hadn't quite developed like my taste specifically maybe. Before BookTube, I was mostly just reading Vonnegut and Murakami. Those were like the only authors that I really read. Oh, and Palahniuk, whatever his name is. That was when I was younger. But yeah, it was mostly Murakami, Vonnegut, and then like, you know, various other books that everyone reads, like 1984, blah, blah, blah. So I think that I have developed my taste a lot more since joining BookTube and, you know, being exposed to more readers and more like publishers and more whatevers. And so now if I were to see this on a shelf, I would 100% turn away. Or if someone tried to hand sell this to me today, I would be like, no, I need something translated or by a small press. Those are like my two, if I'm going to be hand sold something, those are the two things because I'm just trusting a stranger right now. But I love getting recommendations from booksellers. Anyways, I guess I should talk about the actual book. I don't even know. So 1898, Omaha's World Fair, there's like some guy that lands on these a woman's house. So the very, very beginning of the book is like 2 old women in their house, and all of a sudden like the sky goes dark or something, but it's just that there's a hot air balloon that has fallen on top of their house, and so then they kind of like rescue the guy out of the basket. And then I think the rest of the book is him telling them like his story, falling in love with this woman at the World Fair. I don't know, because all I read was that intro prologue thing and like maybe a little bit of the first chapter, and then I was like, I'm not interested. I think he's like maybe a thief or something. I don't care. On the front it says people that like Water for Elephants or the Night Circus are likely to be highly captivated by the Swan Gondola, which is a possibility. I feel like it seems like a, you know, historical fiction surrounding like this like big event. There's some kind of romance involved. That's all I've got for you. I just could not care any less. There's no one else like the publications blurbed on here are the Washington Post on the front, obviously you got to lead with the Post, and then the Miami Herald on the back, the Wichita Eagle, and St. Louis Post-Dispatch. So I maybe wouldn't recommend even if you like the night circus. Sorry, hopefully Jake showering in the background isn't too loud. Then my least favorite book of the month, All the Frequent Troubles of Our Days by Rebecca Donner. I spent like probably at least 20 minutes talking trash on this book. I'm not going to waste any more breath. Except, dang it, I feel like there was one thing that I did want to say. Nope. And then Somebody's Daughter by Ashley C. Ford. Also already talked about this extensively. I will link it below. Man, I do feel like there was one thing that was like weighing in the back of my head, but I just like can't think of it. So anyways, then I've got Lucky Breaks, and then the rest of these books I like. Those are the duds. So Lucky Breaks by Yevgenia Belarusets, and this is translated by Eugene Ostashevsky. I read this for a meetup group here in Portland, a book club, and I did really like this. I don't remember if I gave it 3.5. I can't remember how many stars I gave it, but it's, you know, by a Ukrainian author, or actually I should rephrase that. It's by a Ukrainian photographer. I mean, I think she's an author too, but I think primarily photography is like her main like passion thing that she does, or like, you know, work. So it's a bunch of short stories. You're gonna die when I show you the table of contents for how small of a book this is. This is the table of contents, and this is the size of the book. But yeah, it's just like exploring every single story. It's like kind of about a different, you know, woman, just like regular everyday women living their life in Ukraine, you know, just different subjects. I can't really like say anything bad or good about it. The pieces are so short. There was one that I like had on the back of my head for a while, but now I can't even remember it at this point. My issue with this book is that I feel like the pieces are maybe a little bit too short. But the person that puts on the meetup group was talking about how it makes sense because her, you know, she's a photographer. So all of these pieces are little like snapshots of daily life. So it kind of makes sense with her style and what she does. The other thing that I was confused by was that there are photographs interspersed. And I do think that the quality and type of paper doesn't lend well. Like, I don't think that these maybe look as good as they would if this were like glossy black and white pages. So I think that it kind of does a little bit of a disservice to the photography. And again, they don't really have anything to do with the text. I'm not saying that they're bad or like I'm upset that they're in here, but it is just kind of odd since they have no, they don't really have anything. I'm trying to find, you know, they don't really have anything to do with the actual story being told. Like, she didn't take a picture and then was inspired and then wrote a story about it. So it was just like a little disjointed to me because of that. But I did really like the actual writing pieces. The writing is good. I am irritated that since this is a book about Ukrainian women specifically, that is translated by a man. I assume Eugene is a man because that's a male name. So I find that very irksome. I'm not saying that in order to, you know, like, I don't think that women have to translate women and men have to translate men. I don't think that that's true. But I feel like when you have like something that's like so specific woman focused, I think it would be nice to be translated by a woman personally. But dash okay. Then the next one that I have is another teeny short story collection, and that's Igifu by Scholastic Mukasonga, translated by Jordan Stump. And this is an Archipelago Press. I did forget to mention this is New Directions paperback original. Yeah, so this is Archipelago, and I had started this a while ago. This author is from Rwanda, and so as you can imagine, it's upsetting Babe? Yeah. What you doing? I thought you went in the shower. Okay, sorry. Baby needed help. Okay, so yeah, these stories are obviously not very uplifting. Part of my problem right now in talking about it is that I had listened to, wow, I'm so used to talking about those books that I listened to on audio. I read this, okay? I don't even really listen to audiobooks. That's so funny. I had read the first 3 when I started this, probably like a year ago. I don't remember. And then I just read the last 2 right now when I was finishing it. The Curse of Beauty. I need to start doing, Michael Reads, is that his channel? He does that where like you do reviews of short stories like as you're reading them and then put them together, kind of like for BookTube Prize, because it is really, really hard for some reason to recall and like be able to speak properly about short story collections, because first of all, again, not like a through thing that you can talk about, and then because they're smaller, they don't spend as much time in your brain, so it's not like as, you know, impactful. But I mean, it was impactful while I was reading it though. The one that I remember the best is The Curse of Beauty, about this woman that, you know, was beautiful, and it's just so sad. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this if you are interested in reading books from different cultures and are, you know, looking for something. I would 100% recommend this. Then I read also for a book club, Clara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro. What's wrong with me? Previous to this, I had only read Never Let Me Go, which I read probably in high school and loved. Okay, I loved Never Let Me Go. It was so good. And then I read A Pale View of the Hills, or A Pale View of Hills. It must be A Pale View of the Hills. And I did not. I gave that 2 stars. That is one of the books that I've rated low that I've kept though with the intention of rereading, because I think that I maybe missed something. I could tell that it was maybe not a poorly, like I didn't think that the quality maybe was poor. I just don't think that I enjoyed my reading experience. So ever since then, I'll be honest, I've been like super afraid to pick up another one of his books. So I have been ignoring all of them because he did, you know, I feel like he's got so many books. And I know there's the one that everyone else, Remains of the Day, that everyone else has read. I feel after reading this, he probably has a very specific vibe, because the vibes of this gave me Never Let Me Go vibes. This was so good. I think I gave this 4.5 stars. I don't remember how many I gave Igifu. I probably gave that one 4 stars, I think. But yeah, 4 or 4.5 stars. This is so good. We're following Clara, who is what are they called? Artificial friend? I don't remember. Artificial friend, yeah. And it's just so good. I'm gonna start crying thinking about it. You know, seeing the world through her perspective. I feel like this is such a, I don't know, it's so good. There's something about these types of books that give you, you know, first of all, you're questioning like what it means to be a human, like what does it mean to love someone, because there's like this whole plot. The girl that she ends up being with is quite ill, and so there's this whole like subplot that happens within the family that is really like, it's, woo, I just got goosebumps. It's just like so heavy and so powerful and so meaningful. But there is, because our narrator is this AI, basically, there's this slight, I don't know how to explain it, the feeling that you get when you read a book like this. But it's the feeling that I got when I was reading Never Let Me Go too. Just like crisp emptiness, but also like strong emotions. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just this feeling that you have. You know, I feel like you get that way with certain authors where, you know, if you read a book by them, there's a specific feeling that you get when you read them. And it's just wild to me that authors can do that, because, I mean, again, I'm not an author, so I have no idea what it takes for that to be a thing. But I guess, you know, it's you're putting yourself on the pages, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I really, really loved this. It's, you know, fairly plot-based, but it's a lot about these characters and how they relate with each other and all of that. And it's, you know, it's like in a weird futuristic kind of world where there's AIs. So that's also obviously part of it. But yeah, I just loved it. Oh, it was so good. And then the rest of these books are BookTube prize books. So How the Word is Passed by Clint Smith. I almost put Never Let Me Go ahead of this one, but then I was like, I need to not be bitter, okay, just because that little bit of writing that bothered me. Again, I will link below. Obviously, this is amazing and should be required reading for everyone. And then Chasing Me to My Grave, also so good. I almost feel like I should have put that in first place, but too late now. And then first place, A Little Devil in America by Hanif Abdurraqib, which I ranked first in my BookTube prize. And if you would like to win a copy of it, let me know in the comments below. Yes, I adored this book. It's just incredible. Incredible. I don't think that I talked that much about it in my BookTube prize wrap up, and I'm obviously not talking that much about it right now, mostly because, again, I'm tired and I don't know how to talk about this book. It's like, he is so smart and brilliant and well, like, he's just so, I feel like nothing that I could possibly say would do this book justice. You just have to experience it for yourself. So anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.